Yep, he's checking me out. He's stretching. Got him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's stuck on the bottom. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode with Real Hustle. We're currently out on Lake Winnipeg in Manitoba, Canada, and we're with Mark from Markem Outdoors. He's got this ice castle for rent, and I'm telling you guys, it's epic. We're out of the wind, we're out of the weather, we're chilling, it's warm. They've got the full kitchen, different bunk beds to sleep in, live scope hooked up with flat screen TVs everywhere. You got the refrigerator. He's just set up really well. So if you guys ever want to come up to Winnipeg and get on one of these trips, I'm going to leave all the information in the description and hopefully make an awesome episode for you guys. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate all the new subscribers in the Midwest and Canada, and we're going to get right into this episode.
Reel into it.
The bobber's only down like 2 inches.
Nice. There it is.
Justin's tight.
It's not big.
He's got the herb.
We started this trip in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, got the truck packed up, went and picked up my good friend Justin, then we hit the road north. As we got closer to the border of Canada, we got super excited. We headed further north into Canada, and we stopped at the Smokin' Fish to get some bait and pick out some lures. This store was really awesome. We stayed at the South Beach Casino Hotel. The first thing we did was get some food. The next morning we packed all the electronics in the truck, and we started to head towards Lake Winnipeg. We were greeted to Lake Winnipeg with some rain. Luckily it was pretty warm out. We got the snowmobile off of the trailer and we began to pack both of our sleds. We then followed the road out towards the ice castle. I was super excited to be on this body of water. The wind was definitely ripping and the temperatures were definitely down. This was my first ice castle experience and I couldn't be more stoked. What a luxury it is to be inside of one. So I'm currently just ripping this big rattle bait in about 10-11 feet of water, just checking the live scope. We've seen a few fish pass through. So it's ripping 50 kilometers outside right now with the wind. Some of the gusts might even be more. So being out there with the snow blowing in your face, it's just nasty. So sitting in this thing, this is lavish. You guys definitely got to get in on it. We see a fish on the screen right now, kind of going vertical, looking at some jigs. Of course it's going to be one of the local Canadians. This is Carson. He was just hammering them on this day. He set the hook on this fish, brought it to the top, and it turned out to be one of the first fish that we were going to keep for our catch and cook. Another beautiful greenback. He was quick to throw it on the board and get it filleted, and while we waited for more fish, I just had to put something in my stomach. So I made this big old sandwich. So I'm currently fishing these frostbite rods. I got a 38 True Grit medium. We've got 10-pound braid on a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I got a 2500 Daiwa. Real nice setup here. My dead stick rod is a 39-inch, also frostbite, and it's the Drench. Thank you, Clayton Schick, for the recommendation. We've got the 10-pound braid with the 12-pound fluorocarbon and a jig and a minnow. And we've got the 2500 Daiwa on that as well.
Flag is giving her right now, Betty.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that thing is just...
Oh man, it's howling.
So our flat screen actually went black for a moment, but I was told there was a fish in the area. So I just got kind of still and waited for a thump, and sure enough, I got a good bite. This felt like some of the best dead weight I had felt yet, so I was stoked to hopefully catch my first greenback, since all I was catching this morning was saugers as of this moment. It turned out to be a pretty good one. Alright guys, just got my biggest one of the trip yet. Beautiful greenback. Actually my first one, because all I've been catching is the saugers.
How do you get this TV on? Okay, that's it. Hell yeah. Wait, did you hit it without the live scope?
He hit it without the live scope.
No way.
So to get out on this lake is pretty gnarly. We're about 5 miles out on a plowed road, so you can drive a vehicle directly to this ice castle. I did pull my snowmobile because we're going to do a little running and gunning around tomorrow. The snowmobile wasn't loving it, you know, towing a lot of weight with not a ton of powder. There's kind of a hard crust on the snow. So she was overheating a little bit, but we made it happen. One thing I'll say is on Lake Winnipeg is you need to be extra prepared. You need to have a little bit of extra everything because you break a lot of gear. It's a big body of water. It's 250 miles plus long from north to south and about 60 miles wide from east to west. So definitely be prepared if you're coming out here. I'm told this is the biggest lake in Manitoba and the 7th biggest lake in Canada. And if you get this ice castle, you're really styling. It's about $500 a night. And like I said, it's all in the description. You can get the number, the website, the whole deal. I'll also link some of the gear we're using, so if you guys are interested in that as well. This year has been a lot of snow, so tracks are recommended. If you do come by vehicle, there are some plowed roads, but make sure you're coming in packs of 2 or 3. You're gonna want shovels. You're just gonna want all the right gear to make sure you can dig yourself out and have extra people to help pull you out and just be safe out here. If you guys want any 3D printed bait pucks, my buddy Justin prints these things, so holler in the comments and I'll tell you how to get them. Next up to bat was the king of the castle, Mark himself. This is his castle, so when you rent, you'll be renting directly from a local Canadian. He got another nice greenback to add to the pot, and he was quick to throw it up on the board and get ready to fillet it. This next fish is a species I've never seen before in person. They're slimy, they wrap up weird, and they hug the bottom. So I was excited to see a burbot for the first time. I've even heard that you can cook them with 7-Up by boiling them, and they call them the poor man's lobster.
Burbot.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, you're just talking about that, Justin. You're like, oh, I want a bourbon.
First time I've ever seen one in person. Cool.
The way they curl up like that.
Yeah, it's a weird fish.
You've never touched one before?
No.
They don't have scales. It's
Oh
like leather,
yeah,
right?
like a
It's just a big
catfish.
slimy.
Salamander. The time had come for the catch and cook, so we heated up some grease, we shook the fillets in some lemon pepper fish fry, and we slapped it on a plate. And man, do I gotta say, this fresh walleye was extremely tasty. Fresh plate, walleye with fries, Canadian classic, still flapping.
I think my finger got it.
That tater salad came on strong.
Bullshit.
Be good for my spirit, and that's more important to me.
Mark's like skinny.
I wonder what it looks like up there. What took me out last?
I think I'm much better than that, eh?
Back up again. I think they've forgotten about me.
It'll eat.
Nice.
Are you okay, sir?
Like a nice kid.
Eat it.
Greedy. Empty goose.
Damn it, Justin.
Look at you.
Oh my God.
Definitely a suicide.
Up, 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 up. Go. Go, 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 go. Keep her going, keep her going. Keep it away from him, keep it away from him. Keep it away, keep it away.
There you go.
Just received confirmation that the unborn child of Satan President Trump has decided to take the easy way out and end his own life. Definitely an unfortunate turn of events. Fox News has analyzed the ultrasound. You can see the baby probably considering suicide right here and then
Decent fish.
obvious confirmation
They look like.
It's green.
The green?
It's green.
babies do sometimes.
Not a bad one.
Carson ended up landing this really nice greenback. A decent looking fish popped up on the screen next, and it was right underneath Mark. Mark did his job by tickling this fish off the bottom, getting the fish to go vertical, and just kind of pulling the jig away from him until he commits. Wham! A good hook set, and the best thing you can do is just keep your line as tight as possible and crank that fish to the top. When you're fishing with barbless hooks, it's really easy for these fish to come unpinned, so you just keep a constant pressure and you just keep cranking them until they hit the surface. The fish ended up being a little smaller than expected, so we got a good look at it and let it go. I was just staying patient, waiting for another big one to come my way.
How many times does that happen?
12, 15 times.
Big, huge fish comes in there.
Justin.
No fish, Justin. Would not go fish. I would not recommend going fishing with me. Well, actually, yeah, you'll catch all the fish.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
smaller one.
Beautiful fish. All right, we got the beds pulled out. We had a really successful day. We got the rattle reels dropped. We're getting ready to crash and get up early. So thanks for staying tuned, and we'll see you guys in the morning. This castle is equipped with 4 bunks and could probably even sleep 5 people. It even has some rattle reels that you can set in the holes for the overnight while you're asleep. Good morning, guys. We slept like a rock. We just got the snowmobile started. We're loading up 1 sled and we're gonna go see if we can get that giant greenback, so stay tuned. Beautiful sunrise. We're about halfway to the spot. One last little cool down. We should be dropping some rods in and checking the live scope, seeing if we see some fish. I guess the word is if you don't see 10 to 20 fish in a forward scans 360 around the area, you don't even stop and fish it. So we're trying to follow the Canadian advice. So I'm gonna start with a nice rattle bait, chartreuse in pink. We got the live scope set. We did see some fish in the area. It wasn't loaded, but they're cruising. We're gonna try this spot to start. He's coming right towards me still. He's almost to me. See if he'll follow me up. Yep, he's right under me. He's coming up. He's coming up. He's stretching. He didn't hit it. Yep, he's checking me out. He's stretching. Got him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's stuck on the bottom of the hole. There he is, it's a little guy.
Nice.
There he is, guys. We're just gonna get this little guy back. Beautiful little greenback going back. All right, guys, 0 degrees, sunny day, 0 wind. Got 2 rods set, including my dead stick, 39-inch drench, medium light. And this is an Avid Max St. Croix 36-inch medium. Got the rattle bait on this reel. Got a jig head and a minnow on the other. And we're marking some fish on the live scope. We just got that little greenback, so we're pumped to get a bite. Let's see if we can get a true giant. Alright guys, so we were ripping out to the further out spot, 14 feet. We broke a trailer pin, so we walked our track back, unhooked the snowmobile, went and found it. Justin actually found it, and we just had to rig it back up because we lost like the cottering pin that goes through the pin. We're out how many kilometers on the lake, I have no idea, but we're out here. Alright, we're really hoping this next spot is Big Walleye Valhalla. We've searched around. It's not a lack of trying. We've been dropping live scope, popping holes, seeing a few fish here and there, but just not enough to post up on it. So we're hoping to find some deep water for just kind of the midday go at these fish, and hopefully just find a spot where we can whack a few and, you know, call this mission success. We've had a great time so far on this trip. Definitely recommend the ice castle. Being out here in the elements is a whole different story. Nonetheless, let's see if we can get you guys on a few fish to end this episode with. How much ice was there, Justin? So we made a move out by this pressure ridge. It's about 13, 14 feet of water. Real thick ice, we hardly got through.
So when you're out on these pressure ridges, they'll bust open and they'll get some fresh water, air going to the water, and fish and bait run it. These walleyes, we're seeing big clouds of bait on our screen, and they're coming up. They're following that bait, and our lures are right with that bait, and we're getting bit every single time. Look at that. We just got here. That's an eater, so catching them on this Northland flutter spoon, the pink and white. It's got a little rattle in it, and these fish just come up and crush it.
Got pegged.
Got pegged on wood peg. We're gonna get them back. See how his eyes are starting to freeze? You don't want their fins or eyes to freeze. That's really bad for the fish. So you just wanna get out quick 30 seconds or less. Quicker the better. Get them back in the hole unless you're gonna keep it.
Justin just put 2 on the ice back to back, both keepers to bring home. So far, I'm just getting set up. So I got 2 rods in the water. I'm looking at the live scope for some of the first time, and hopefully we can not only continue on the smaller fish action, but also mark a couple giants. That's what we're here for. Even if we each just caught 1 fish today and they were both giants, that's pretty much what we're after. Keepers are cool. We like to eat walleye. Action is action, but of course we want Big Mama's house. So this lake is huge. It's menacing. You break equipment. You have to search to find fish. The camera batteries go dead. It's just not an easy task. Oh, missed him. So every camera has officially gone dead. All I've got is this cell phone, so we can still show you guys some fish if we catch them, but I can't get any fights or anything other than that, so sorry about that. I ended up catching one last keeper before we decided it was time to start packing our stuff and start making our way off of the ice. We got to see the plow truck pushing some serious snow, keeping the road clear. It was a pretty cool sight to see. He was definitely doing his job. Justin and I followed that plow road back towards where we had parked the truck and just enjoyed the scene along the way. What a beautiful lake. We got back to the truck and packed the back, got the snowmobile on the trailer, and made sure everything was strapped tight. Mission success. We were stoked. My first shout out goes to my friend Justin, who kept it real from start to finish. Next up, I'd like to thank Mark for inviting us into his castle. If you guys ever get the chance to get out to Lake Winnipeg, make sure you look him up. He even just got tracks on his truck, so there's nowhere he can't go. Huge thanks to Carson for all the help he provided on this trip. I actually met him at Bud's Gunaseo Lake Lodge last spring, where he was our guide taking us all across Lake Gunaseo. We filmed a series with Babe Winkleman that I think you'll enjoy. We had some awesome shore lunches, and Carson even put me on some of the biggest walleye I had ever held. I was super thankful to be on this trip. Definitely get some Element custom baits in your box. I'll leave a link in the description on how you can get some for yourself. I am very thankful for this greenback walleye, but I am still looking for a giant, so we will have to make our way back this season. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of your support on the channel.